What is up, everybody? Sorry about that. Restream decides to activate buggy on me, but that's the price we pay to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. And by price to pay, I mean I pay $100 a year for a service that is inconsistent, but what can you do? Daniel, I saw your message earlier. Welcome to the stream. Let me know if we have any issues. I'll try to correct them. I just started looking into last night I read the skeleton docs for their 0.8 release notes. There's some breaking changes here we have to address, but all the changes are great. Next project idea, let's make our own restream. That's a good idea. To be honest, I was thinking about that last night. I was thinking about what would actually take. I'd like to... Oh, I know why now. Oh. Wait a second. I'm running OBS twice on my machine. So I tried streaming from two different... Oh. Yeah, I made a nice starting screen and everything. Because I know on Twitch, on YouTube, obviously, it like lets you guys know ahead of time that I'm streaming and you can kind of wait. But for my Twitch folks, which have been increasing every day, it's kind of like you get notified, and then if you don't jump in right away, you miss the whole beginning. So I'm gonna start doing like a 5-minute start delay to accommodate people like Coca. Cody, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm just not seeing your chat. Cody Griffith, thank you for hanging out. But yeah, we're going to be updating some of these components to the latest version of Skeleton. Before we get back into our app. So I know I need to update some of this stuff. So I'm just going to import these. I'm using my own custom one right now, I think. Actually, I'm using my own custom something. I'm not sure what I'm using that's custom, but... Okay. And source data is actually going to be... Oh my gosh, there's somebody shooting outside. Holy shit, hold on a second. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. That was pretty wild. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys hear that or not, but it was either a car. Yeah, right. It was either a car that was severely messed up and sounds just like a pistol being unloaded, or it was somebody unloading on somebody or something. I live like downtown, so did someone just donate coffee? Kevin McKenzie, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. For the $10 coffee donation here. I appreciate that, Kevin. Hey, that's part of being a member. Man, you can ask me for help at any time. That's one of the perks that YouTube members get, and eventually my Twitch subscribers will get. You can hit me up on Discord, ask me a question, at least for the time being, while I don't have, you know, hundreds of subscribers or members. But you can, of course, just ask me any question. I'm happy to help. Yeah, that was kind of scary, though. I'm not going to lie. I thought I heard some noise, like, in my... We live, like, in a downtown area. We don't live in the hood or anything, but we don't live in a gated community. Hi, George. Welcome to the stream from Australia. Hey, Kevin, we've all been there, man. We've all been there. It's the worst, too, whenever someone else just... I think sometimes it just takes a second set of eyes on something to, you know, identify what the issue is. Okay, so now that's no longer data table model, it's data table store. And I'm assuming that all of these stay the same as well, Coca. Okay. Data table select all is not defined. I need to import that, I'm assuming. No. Are you from America? I am from America, yes. I guess I should probably look down here, right? Okay, so this is my sorting. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. I already have this. For select all, it's gonna be an input of type checkbox. Your girlfriend told me to quit being so stubborn. She was right. Shh. Hey, we're all there. We've all been there. It's okay. Last night I spent like, I don't know, 5 or so minutes, 10 minutes looking at a CSS issue. My button wouldn't go to the other side of the flex box, and I had space between instead of justify between. And I was just staring at it for, I don't know, a few minutes and didn't see anything wrong with it until someone else pointed it out. Okay, so I need to type the source data, which I believe in this case is going to be, shit. Let me think about this. Hold on. What did I have here before? I had it set to any. This is actually... What am I passing to this? Applications. But it's actually more than that. Do I have a custom type defined for this or not? And actually, it's probably a good time to look into job applications. Now there's not gonna be a first name here, because that actually belongs to the resume, which we actually need to. So I think now's a good time to handle the types from. Hey Kevin, of course. Yeah, Kevin, I've been going through a CSS course. It's actually a fantastic course. It may not look like it based on my work here on this channel, but I am learning a lot. So I went through all the Flexbox. I went through some of the legacy stuff. I have typography, colors, gradients, things like that. What else do I have left? Yeah, so I am so I'm on the responsive and functional CSS, which is kind of like bleh, but it's something I need to learn. Responsiveness is something I'm pretty trash at, to be honest. I know how it's done, I just hate doing it. Because something can look fantastic on, you know, my screen here, but put it on a 13-inch MacBook Air and now it looks terrible. Put it on a phone, it even looks worse. Yep, Kevin Powell is great. He's actually insane. Watching his content makes me feel bad about myself. I watch him do the CSS challenges all the time where he's like, he could like design these things with CSS only, I swear. But yeah, this course is really good. It's pricey. I got it on sale during Black Friday. I think it was only $199, which is still a lot for a course, but the testimonials and the people that were vouching for this guy on Twitter, I was certain that this would be a great course, and it has been. Everything has interactions or there's interactive like mini REPLs inside of it. And on top of that, there's like practice questions. So you can kind of see, like runs you through a quiz. A bunch of different little challenges where you have to, you know, make something look a certain way with each concept that you learn. And then you can know if you need to rewatch it or not. But yeah, this is a great course if you have the funding, or if you can expense it in some way. Are you using Polypane? What is that? Oh no, I'm not. What is this? This looks interesting. Oh, okay. It's a browser that I've heard of this. Actually, I'm like 99% sure that he talks about this in that course. I'm 99.9% sure he talks about it the first lesson that I saw. But another thing about like design too in CSS is that like things look different in different browsers. Like Edge gives me a little, you know, I button when I'm on password field, so I can show the password. And then some browsers don't have that feature out of the box. This is definitely interesting. It actually is paid though. Yeah, I'm not too sure I would buy this for myself, to be honest. Maybe I would. But if you're a student, it looks like you get it for free. Yeah, if I was doing projects for the people all the time, I would certainly look into this. Yeah, so the TypeScript Prisma relations, I think it'll bring me to the right page. Make sure I'm zoomed in so everybody can see. Okay, so this is a problem that I was running into, and a viewer brought this up like last week or so. Because when you're dealing with relationships in Prisma, skeleton UI looks different on Safari. The spacing are messed up for vertical bar, even on their website. Hey, Lead Defender, open up an issue on GitHub. One of the maintainers is actually in here right now, Coco Koala. He's probably lurking in the background, but yeah, they're very responsive. So just open up, again, it's a small team right now. So really they just need, you know, the users to identify what's wrong, what needs to be fixed, and they can certainly fix that. I made a small contribution. You notice here there's Control K because I'm super needy. So I just expect, and I've talked about this many times, I expect when I go to a doc site today for Control K to just be a shortcut that brings up the search. Hey, good night, Kevin. Have a great night. Thanks again. You didn't have to donate that $10, but I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And feel free to reach out anytime for any other questions you have. I'm more than happy to help. Yeah, so I contributed this Control K search functionality here, or Command K if you're on a Mac. So I'm happy I have this now. I didn't use it a second ago, and I probably should have, but yeah, what we want to do is the generated types from Prisma don't include the relations, right, by default. But there's a way that we can do this. I think it's actually, yeah, so we can define a type that includes the relation to post. Using this Prisma validator. Yep, I definitely want this as well. User get payload type that is generated and exposed by the Prisma client under the Prisma namespace in combination with the validator. Responsively browser. Noted. Noted. Yeah, if I can ever get an app to the point where I need to start adding responsiveness, that'd be fantastic. I just get bored pretty easily, and I haven't, I guess, found something I want to build that I'm super passionate about yet. So yeah, I just kind of build things that are challenging now until they become boring, and then I build something else, or I start to build something, right? I really would like to have a finished product though. Okay, so the following example uses the Prisma validator to create two type safe objects, and then use the Prisma.userGetPayload utility function to create a type that can be used to return all users in their posts. Okay, so this is interesting. So we can just do something like this. And right now I'm not really doing any functions like this, but I'll probably need to, actually I probably will need this, to be honest. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do like a generic. Coca, you're talking about this? My types are messy, and that'll help me. I won't need to do these things anymore. So right now my schema application, job application, has a resume, a user, and question answers. But really I'm looking for the resume here, I believe. Yeah, I'm looking for the resume there. So it would be job application with resume. Job application args, and then we would include resume is true. This is a subset of data. I don't really need this at the moment. Then I can just say job application with resume. And this would be job application get payload. Type of job application with resume. And then getting access to the return type of the function, because like inside of our, what is that? The candidates page. It's actually going to be the employers slash jobs slash job ID. And then applications. So here, this is gonna be of type job application and resume. So I'm wondering why this type is, oh. I don't think I can actually, I don't think I can run a select at the same time as a include, can I? Maybe I can. Okay, I think I know what's happening here. So we're actually mapping all this. I'm setting all this manually here. And I don't think... Okay, so I can't run select and include on the same level. If you choose to include a user's post and select each post title, you cannot only select the user's email. Oh, I guess I can just do include so what is my return type here? So resume and these. So I should have resume here. But for some reason, it doesn't seem like it's actually... I probably should just comment this out for the time being. And this is being called on the applications page. It's probably going to break some stuff, but that's okay. Oh no. My app is broke. Slash employer slash jobs. Ugh. I guess I can still just return this. Where's that filter coming from? At search handler. Oh, it's probably in the job posting data table. Yep. So let me update this as well really quick so we're not getting these issues. That's it. Copilot should take a hint. Copilot's still thinking right now. Look at him. I didn't realize I had it on in my most recent video, and I was like, whoops. It started like just doing my work for me. It was spoiling the answers, you know? That's fine. I don't care if it has any type. The paginator is where my issue is right now. Okay, this is fine. These are just TypeScript errors for any's. All right, so now when I look at the applicants. Okay, so resume is getting all this information. Awesome. So I don't need to do that craziness that I was doing before, which is definitely nice. So here, actually, maybe I do. So let me just actually return applications and see if this breaks everything. Actually, I shouldn't have to because I'm getting all this information here. Yeah, so I'm not too sure why I was doing it like this. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm going to probably find out soon enough. But for now, we're going to ditch that. And then for candidates, though, the type is actually going to be of type job application with resume. And I thought I was exporting that. Am I not? Export type. You restart TypeScript. Okay, so I need to type this though now, right? Oh, whoops. It's supposed to be an array. Sorry. There we go. So now instead of just this, we can simply put this one is the name. So we can do row.resume.firstname and then row.resume.lastname. And this one here is what? Location? We don't have a ranking system set up yet. Row.resume.location is what? What is this? Oh, it's on the wrong. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Copilot was like, all right, bro, I'm done here. This is too new of a version for me. I don't know what the hell's going on. I haven't looked at the internet in a while. All right, so now this stuff here, I don't really know why the hell we were doing this. Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay, so now this is, and can someone please, I have 10 viewers right now. Welcome everybody. It's nice to see you all. So if anybody knows the best practice for this, I would greatly appreciate the assistance. So right now in my schema, so I store some certain things like the job type, the job location type, comp type, yada, 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 as enums, right? And then all caps. And that's how I'm storing them in my database. Now, when I render those back on the client, obviously I don't want this to show, full underscore time. So what I've done is I've made constants here, which essentially just map the name to a string, like a legible string. Is this how people do this? Is this how I should be doing this? Or is there a better way to do this? I guess these could be enums too, right? Yeah, Coco, the question was, so I'm storing like the job type, the job location type, all of these things in my database as enums, of course. And when I render those back out on the client side, on the, my app, I obviously want them to not be all caps, full underscore time, whatever, right? I would rather it be something like full time. So this is how I've been doing it now. So essentially I'm just hitting this, and I'm calling them constants, but I guess would be really considered like an enum, right? Which I guess doesn't an enum just get turned into one of these anyways, an object anyways behind the scenes. So they're very bloaty. Well, okay. So for my database, it's fine though, because whatever. But for this, right, I'm using. Is this the best way? And what is this called? Like, I know like localization. A lot of times, they have one word and they can translate it to different languages based on that word. I just don't know if this is would be called a constant or what, but. Yeah, at that point, though, I would rather just do it like this, right? I mean, yeah, so that's how I'm doing it. And then inside of like my data tables, this is a good example here. I'm then taking the job type here and then getting the, row.job type, whatever values there. Oh, okay. So I should do an enum here with as const. No. So here or at the end of the. Okay. Very well. That is new to me. I need to actually look into what this even does. Oh, it's read only. Okay. Oh, it's read only type. Got it. So I can't update job type dot full time somewhere in my application on accident. Nice. Got it. It clicked. 1 second here. All right. So now I need to figure out what this is. This is a job posting type. But let me job posting data table. And it's jobs. I don't think I'm using any relations here, which is good. So I can just do job from Prisma as an array. And that should fix all these bugs. Uh-oh. Okay, so I have the count here too. So let me just and then I'm also actually selecting applications here as well. So I guess I just maybe do a comma here, then do select applications, or is it within the actual redo count and then do select applications true? I might be out of my damn mind here, but give me a sec. Include count, and then I want to select applications as true, and then we can export type jobs with count. Cool. So then it can be jobs with count. I no longer need the job from Prisma. And then now I have access to this. Beautiful. Great work, by the way, Coco. Give me a second. I really need to like make this a bit better. So I think you guys can hear my system volume now. So let me see. What is up, Chris? I'm updating all the things. I am updating all the things. You guys probably can't hear that very well, so let me turn this up a bit. Sorry if that noise was really loud.
Scaladraws code base, and this has a bunch of different as consts throughout this file. We have like all sorts of versions, vertical align, text align, and the one I really want to look at is MIME types here. By specifying as const here, what we're doing is we're basically inferring this as its literal values. So we can remove the as const here, and then this will just be inferred as its strings. But inferring it as its literal types has a bunch of different uses. We can even pull them into allowed image MIME types, and we can even extract that out out into a type where we say type of allowed image MIME types number equals allowed image MIME type. This is crazy useful because it means that just by declaring this JavaScript object, we've now got a type that we can use to add props and things all throughout our application. Every application I've looked at has at least one as const in it. You really need to be using it in your types.
Wow. That's amazing. That's cool. Coco's just here teaching me something every day. Chris, how's the day been going? I had quite a busy day at work today, so I wasn't able to check in and see how the launch was going or how the new version was going. But I hope everything went well. Busy, update is always crazy. Yeah, I can imagine. I feel like you can't possibly do enough preparation for that, right? Think you have everything covered, and then of course there's like one little thing or something else updates at the same time. So this looks okay like this, but I don't like I guess I don't really care right now. Oh, actually I need to set my variables here. So on, and I guess I can remove this now, right? I can remove this component.cjs because that's now part of my app. But where was I doing anything with that? Okay, so I don't need this anymore, do I? Or do I need this? No. Oh, okay, got it. All right, well, I'm going to leave it for now then. I'm going to leave my beta access. Okay, but I definitely need to add these to my theme. Okay, so my primary color, I hate that I can't hover over this and see. I have to like wrap it in RGB again. Let me see. Okay, so this, I can put white on this. So on primary, white will be fine. On accent, white is also fine. On tertiary, it's gonna be black, which I'm actually gonna use like Surface 900 actually for this probably. I hope I can do this here too. Maybe I just convert it into, I learned the hard way that I can't just do things however I want over here. RGB. Can you make a video about passing variable parameter from layout to layout, layout to page, layout to component, page to page, page to component, component to page, layout to layout, slot? Sheesh. Sheesh, funny. That's quite a mouthful there. Well, so you can pass something from a layout really easily to all the way down to a component. So a good example of that is, let's just look at one of mine. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that already in this app somewhere. I have to figure out where. I think it's in the employers area. Okay, so under jobs. All right, never mind. Maybe it's job ID. Okay, so under this job ID here, I have a layout. Right, so if I want to access this job on any component in this page, so in this application form builder here, all I have to do is import page, which is from app/stores. So you have the page store, and then page.data.whatever, right? Will be there. So I'd have page.data.job. It's not typed because it doesn't persist across my entire application. So if you're using TypeScript, I would have to define that inside of my page data here, which I certainly could, I guess, but instead it as optional. But yeah, using the page data, welcome Luminox to the stream. Yeah, using page data can access everything up. And then accessing information from a layout on a page.server, you just run await parent. So if I was passing an organization, let's say my layout load function was returning an organization, right? In its return statement, I can just take organization, await parent here, and get that from my layout load function. And then everything returned down the chain from like the layout down will be stacked. And then the last one wins. So if I return applications at my layout level, yeah, of course, Luminox, no worries. If I return applications at the layout level and then I come down 20 pages deep in another page.server, I return applications, that last page.server, that furthest one down the chain, will overwrite the one above it for all the components and pages underneath of that. So it won't overwrite things up, that are above it in the nesting, but it'll overwrite everything that's underneath of it. So the last one wins. Basically think of this as like overwriting. If applications was here already in this page.server in the data, then it would overwrite this. And then everything underneath of this would then have applications from this function. Does that make sense? I probably will do a video on that. That's one thing I probably should have touched on in my loading data video. I kind of neglected that piece. But yeah, using the page store for components certainly is the way to go. Or of course you can also just pass it from that page down. But if you have nested components, that's when it's a pain in the ass. You have to pass it. Next thing you know, you're using React. We have stores. Take full advantage of them. Yep. That's what the page is. The page is a store. Page data, $page dot data is the page data store. That's how you can access it. Same thing with form too. Page.form. And those are all accessible on components. Yep. Okay, so I think that I'm okay now with skeleton. I believe I've done what I need to do here. It's my drawer. Okay, my drawer is broken. I forgot that got updated. So let me drawer migration. So to my employers, I have a layout here, which is where I'm doing the drawer, I believe. Yep. Okay, so we have, now these are different functions, which is nice. Boom, boom. We also have drawer.close. And then if you wish to swap out the contents, I don't really need to do that right now. But I guess I don't need to pass. If browser. Okay, so that's only if I need it to open when the browser kicks off. So I don't really need to do that right now. And what is, I need to import drawer store. Okay, so I do have to pass settings in. So I don't have like, there's no like default settings. I guess. So do I import settings from somewhere, or I guess how do I just use the default? Is there not a default? Oh, okay, I have to give it an ID, of course. Oh, and then I pass content like this? Interesting. This is actually going to be top nav. Wait, that's not how it works, is it? I thought I just wrap it. That's just Copilot being stupid or what? Position left. Okay, what else do I need here? Maybe I should probably make this a string. Okay, is this all I need? And then for this, all I have to do is just like this, right? Very well. I just need to give it an ID. Beautiful. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Yeah, so I got a notification. I don't know if you guys are here at the beginning of the stream or if you guys could even hear that really. That like, it sounded like 20 gunshots going off right outside my window. But someone on Ring Neighbor, whatever the house is called, posted that sounded like a building was collapsing. I don't think it was fireworks. I've lived here for 10 years and that's the loudest noise I've ever heard. Yeah, it actually sounded like there was a gun being shot right behind me. It's kind of scary. Anyways. I guess I don't need this, right? Totally normal, right? I guess I don't need that drawer closed unless I want to programmatically close it. I guess if I put like an X up there, then I need to do it. Nick Tech, welcome to the stream, sir. Sorry, Florida man making his rounds. I don't know. It was like, yeah, it was weird. All right, I think we're actually good to go now on our styles. And what do I want to do today? Let's think here. What should I do today? Okay, for one, this button is broken. That was probably me. Okay. Button filled primary. Did I override my buttons or something somewhere else? Knowing me, I probably did. All I did was update the font weight. Maybe I need to like reload my stuff. Maybe I should inspect element and see what's happening here. Okay, button filled primary. This was working yesterday. I can see the styles, but it just doesn't want to apply them, I guess. I don't think it works like that inside of my browser, right? I gotta probably actually change it here. Oh, it's not, secondary is not even a color. Okay, so accent works. Oh, wait, that's weird. Yeah, you're right, Luminox. I'm a dumbass. Please forgive me. You gotta point it out to everybody that I'm stupid, all right? Okay, so everything works. Primary hates me. Unless Yes, this is my primary. Oh, that's why. Please, everyone, pretend like you didn't see this again. Note to self, you have to use these numbers here like this. Why is that? I'm curious as to why that is. Is it something with CSS? So I would love to be able to just hover over this and see my color. But if I have RGB there or hex, then it doesn't work. I'm assuming it's something with something you all are doing that's beyond my comprehension, but I guess I should probably add skills. I don't know why skills is bold here on this page. So let's check that out. Tailwind recommendation, those are RGB and they add opacity via BG. Oh, okay, got it. So they just do math. That makes sense. Or they just take those out, I'm assuming, and do something else. Okay. Hey Coco, that's the next thing we got to do. So we have to you have to create a VS Code plugin that whenever I hover over this behind the scenes, it'll just show me the RGB A behind the scenes, right? So I can just hover over it like this and see my colors. It's on the 0.9 roadmap, right? I would be shocked. Yeah, no, it's really, that's like, again, I guess once you have it defined, but I had to, so I copied over all the hex values and then I went through each one of them, clicked on them until they went to the RGB. And then I went through and just deleted all the RGB and then all the commas and then the parentheses. What is up, El Mucho Ding Dong 1? Welcome to the stream. Also, Westbourne GS, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. I don't know why my notifications aren't set up. I'm currently in the middle of building out a job application or a job board application with SvelteKit, Skeleton UI, and Superbase. That is what we are into today. That's what we've been into for a couple of days. Okay, so I think creating skills now is probably something I should do, but I don't want to just let users, like, do I just let them create whatever skills they want? I feel like that could be pretty bad. So now I come to my fake Indeed here and I go to my profile, my resume. When I add skills, can I just add whatever I want? Okay, so I can add cool. I'm assuming they have like a filter here though, right? I can't add like a bad word. I can't add that. I can't add a bad word. So I can just have this on my resume. I guess, I mean, yeah, that is true. I guess there's summaries and there, I guess they could, yeah. I guess my thing is like, I guess this will be, all user input is evil. That's facts. Okay, well, I guess that is that then. It'll just be an array of strings, right? But when I go to delete one of those, Do I really need to make a separate table for this? I think I already have one, to be honest. Resume skills. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. All right, very well. That's next on the agenda. So I guess I'll make like a skill form. Actually, I don't need to do all that. I can just literally make an input, and it'll look like the others, except it'll just have like skill. It's like one form, right? One input. Oh my god, I can't type today with shit. I think I already have input here. I do. Okay, so right now it's me set it to false by default. And then when I click on that button, I'll set that. So let me, where's my add button? So we'll say on click equals show or show skill form is true. Then I'll have a button here of type submit. This will cancel it, and it'll just close that, and this will have it on click. Show skill form equals false. Yeah. So I need to create that action. So let's go to my, it's my/resume page.server. Create skill. Come on, Copilot. I already have one of those. Okay, cool. Nice. Very well. I was prepared for once. So just have a name. I really should update SpellKit as well, just so I can be on the cutting edge. This can be resume skill. Okay, so yeah, let's update SpellKit too. What's the other? I'm already running adapter auto on next, which is good. So let's just. I'm gonna need to wait a second. What version of Vite do I need to be on? Is there a better way to do this? Maybe I should have just ran like update. Can I just upgrade? You know, upgrade the dependencies, or is that? Am I tripping out? Oh wait, I just updated Zod. Hold on. PMPM. I do need to actually do PMPM, huh? I probably should get that. I feel like I'm living in the past here. Everybody talks about PMPM. Okay. Maybe I should install that as a dev dependency. I probably should do that for all of these. You know, it would be nice if they would not disable full screen here. Because I literally can't see this. I'm not the only one that's blind. I have to zoom in here. So I'm assuming it just like consolidates. So if I have something installed somewhere else, it is able to find that, or what? Yeah, so single content addressable storage. So that's something similar to like a lot of Python package managers. Oh, I can install it using npm. Should I do that, or should I install it using curl? Or does it not matter? Okay. Sure, I'll use that alias. That's fine with me. Actually, I think I have my aliases somewhere else. Actually, no, I don't have them here. What? Are you serious? Yeah, PM is just too long for me, you know? Whoops. So I actually have... I probably don't actually have it on this box. No, I don't. This is actually just V. So on my other one, to be fair, I have... Uh-oh. Did that one die? So I want to say... Okay, this one. Okay, so I don't even have NeoVim on my other... That's that newer install I created whenever we were trying to troubleshoot Prisma. But yeah. I just used to do things like that, man. I'm not in there doing anything crazy. Okay. Shit. Also add auto install appears true. Where is that? .npm, is that a folder? I don't even have that. Do I need to create one of those? Okay, so I can just create one there in the root or inside that directory. The rabbit hole begins. Okay. I just didn't know if I had to do something specific to like point it there or not. Auto install peers. That's it. Very well. And I'm was I just in the wrong? Okay, I wasn't. Cool. Okay, so now what do I do? Let's see. Usage. Do I just need to like blast everything away from my current? So I use get. So should I just destroy everything in here, my node modules? Let me, speaking of which, I haven't tested with the new SvelteKit version, but upgrade SvelteKit and UI stuff. Delete system 32. I used to have a desktop shortcut we used to prank people with. I think I can do this, right? Goodbye. Goodbye to you too. All right, here we go. PN. Oh, great. I don't know why it's not picking that up. Oh, that's why. Okay. 17 seconds. PnP lock.yaml. Interesting. Yeah, sure, Nick Tech. I don't know if you might just set me up for failure or success. Okay, so right now I need to replace every invalid. With return fail. Which means I also need to uh-oh. I also need to fix all those imports too. In this case, it's actually made case failure instead of case invalid. But for now, I'm going to get rid of all of these. And this. And then I'm just going to replace all of these with fail. Then I'm going to find invalid again. Uh-oh. I definitely... Okay. So now case invalid. We're going to replace with case failure. Because that's what we all are, failures. Okay. The moment of truth. Let's see if PNPM was going to make my life better. Come on. Okay. It's a little bit slow, but everything's... Wah, wah, wah. My toaster. Okay, so how do I do this again? I do PNPM. What did he say up there? I'm just gonna try to update everything, right? And hopefully nothing breaks. I am downloading some things. Okay. Just felt pre-process. Thank you, Nick Tech. Okay, it's very slow, but it appears to be working. Maybe it was just thinking for a second there. Thankfully, we have a bunch of tests already made, so we can easily, we already know, you know, that everything's good. Alrighty, so now we're adding skills. I don't know how the hell I got derailed like that, but I feel like there was a reason for that. I just can't remember what it was. But anyways, back to this. Oh yeah, it's because I saw the return invalid here. Okay. That appeared to create my skill, but actually no, it didn't. Nice. There we go. It's a little slow, but it's all right. Right? We're good. And actually, God, that's so slow. Why is that so slow? And that's definitely not what I intended there. Add breathing next. Oh yeah, okay. I was so confused for a second there. There we go. Breathing. That seems to take an awfully long time, right? I guess I'm just being dramatic. Am I creating some type of I sure am. No, I'm not. Maybe I should zoom the hell out of it here. So everything is happening here. Boom. I guess that's not that long, right? Am I just being dramatic or what? PTSD from the prison. Yeah, probably, honestly. That PTSD is real. Actually, they changed where submit function was imported from, I think, too. Is this still available though here? So here's submit function still coming from app/forms. I'm assuming that's okay, right? Okay, maybe they didn't actually, I need to fix my snippet. I think it's okay here. Yeah, that's interesting because it says in the notes though that it moved. So maybe they didn't just like full move it. See if this appears to be faster to me. Okay, that was quick. Oh no. I actually think it's update resume. What did I do? Oh yeah. Okay. So I added those. I guess in my head, I just added all these things intending to implement them, and I didn't do that. So update resume details. We'll take this, and that's going to update all that stuff up there. And really, it should probably be, where is that? And data here is going to be form data. No? I need to restart TypeScript. Luminox, chill out, bro. Chill out with that. You're gonna lead me down another rabbit hole. I'm just creating an MVP here, okay? Why is this not working? Maybe I should read the messages better. I can't read. This looks like another language to me. Without resume update input, resume unchecked update input, and resume checked update input without ... and resume update input. I have form data here though. How am I doing that elsewhere? Oh, I need to okay, that's why. I'm sorry. I'm special. Okay. I still have a TypeScript issue somewhere. Unused import. I meant to spread it. That's what I meant to do. So now this should work. I like to work at jobs that pay me. I probably should actually just run update outside of these for the time being. Actually, I want to do my little toasty boys in here, so I think I should be able to just do that, probably. Actually, in the case of error, I don't want to render an error boundary. I should be able to do failed to add skill. Please try again later. This is gonna be like a server error if this happens. And I don't want to wait update there because that's going to break things. Or it's gonna render the error boundary. I don't want that. I guess, but for default though, I do want to await update because if I throw a redirect, which I shouldn't be doing here anyways. And why did I just define this? Okay, that's here. That's cool. Okay, cool. That's funny. Really good money. It still flickers. I feel like I can prevent that from happening. I don't know, maybe I can't. Did you abstract out? I'm just using Svelte French Toast. It's like the easiest thing in the world to use. It's like React Hot Toast if you ever used that. But I just put a toaster in my layout, my root layout here. And then anywhere in my app, I can just call it toast dot whatever and get these. Pretty nice. There's also dark mode ones too. Okay, so these are all progressively enhanced. I probably should break. If I don't break, what happens? It's just stuck in here, right? I think I just forgot that there. Not using ours? How dare you? Let me see. Let me see the they are nice toast. Very nice. They are nice toasts. Oh, okay, I see here. So I'll just set up my own function here. Yeah, no, I'll set that up. I'll most likely set this up so it's, you know, consistent with the rest of my app, to be honest. I just need to set up like some variations so I can make it easy for myself. So I can kind of keep the syntax similar to this. Which I guess actually, so in this case, oh, so I could just define like toaststore.trigger and then have error and then message potentially. Yeah, it's probably dead simple. I don't know about dead simple, but it's probably relatively. Yeah, this is what they have. I mean, they have a few different methods though. Create handler. Yeah, definitely think something like that would be great. A great addition. Maybe I can try to do something like that for skeleton. And just have like some, you know, or at least like toast dot, yeah, have some icons show up. And then obviously you can do custom ones as well. So with here, you can theme it yourself, right? Which is essentially how you guys are doing it, from what I can see. but just having a few of these preset ones, they're your surface color, whatever would look good on the current background. And then just have, X and check. And then I'll also be able to add custom ones. They have promise too. I haven't used this. I'm assuming you just wrap your whatever promise you're doing inside of the toast. And then it has like loading, success, and error. So I'm curious as to how it's I guess once the promise is successful, or if it's an error. The thing is though, is that I guess you would just you couldn't assign this to anything though, right? Yeah, that's interesting. I need to mess with that a bit more. I actually need to move this above update. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, seriously. And this is literally like a port of React Hot Toast. So this guy did all the hard work with making. Actually used this when I used React before. I've used this a couple times because it was super easy. And then you can do these custom Tailwind ones too, which is pretty cool. So like almost like a notification. $4 million toasts have been made on this website so far. I'll link that in my ticket. Okay. So this is all working. I can add experience. I guess it'd be like masters. I'm also obviously going to have to validate some of these things. Like you can't be. I kind of think that resume should probably fall under profile, but for the time being, we'll leave it like that. These are the jobs I've applied for. We're only showing the published jobs at the moment. One thing I do need to check is if there are no custom questions for the job, then like there's no next steps. They can just apply instantly, right? I also should probably add the ability to withdraw applications as well. Spike says, hi, I'm trying to use Skeleton UI tabs and save the file input data when the tab changes. Is there a way to do this? I've tried using the tabs, but it doesn't seem working as expected. Well, Spikey, you came to the right place. Because you have all the maintainers just about of Skeleton in here. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Message retracted. That's interesting. Okay, so add skills and update resume details. I assume I commit that PnP lock to my repository. That's the new package. I guess that's probably in addition to the package.lock or package-lock. Okay, so right now, when a user goes to apply for a job, they're being taken to the questions if those questions exist. So if custom question, okay, so each job custom questions. So ultimately what I need to do is, oh man, so I guess if there's no custom questions though, I'd probably prefer to just, maybe just have a confirmation. Because this will ultimately be empty, an empty array. So I could say if card body is no longer a thing, we don't do that anymore. Okay, and let's see. I want to do some buttons here. Actually, I'll do like a heading. I don't like this. Are you sure? I suppose this could also be wrapped in the form. Yeah, I think this could also be written. This could be inside the form, and this will be the submit button. We could say I guess I can do this. I don't know. This seems kind of corny to me, but we'll see. Job. Yeah, of course, Becky. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Not sure if I told you or not. Open up a few more of these job postings here. So now we have all of these jobs. I guess I don't need this anymore then. God, this looks horrendous. Actually, I have access to, I want to say I have access on the actual little job. On this page here, I'll have access to it, whether or not they, okay, so I don't need to do this. Really, on this page, I shouldn't let people get to this page if they don't have questions. But on this page here, on my apply button, I can say if job dot question custom questions the hell's going on here? Okay, so it's gonna find a resume. I don't need any of this custom question stuff here. I will need the job ID. I guess I should probably make sure that the job does in fact exist, but I'm actually getting it from my parent, but I can't get it here. Then again, I guess I couldn't get to this if they didn't. I don't need any of this stuff. All I need is this. In this case, I do want to throw a 404. Not sure I have that twice there, but okay. I don't think I have any invalid there, so we don't have any fails here. Take this out, take this away, take this away. So now if I apply to this job, oh, I need to update the button too. But it should invalidate all. It should invalidate all, which should in turn re-render the load function, which should in turn wait. Am I not returning like success here? Doing a redirect. That's not what I want to do. I just want to return. Let's just say return success is true for the time being. The redirects for the other page. So now when I apply, oh, this one has questions. So I'd have to answer those questions. That's good. That works. If I click apply, successfully applied. Okay. Now what do I want to do? What do I want to do now? I kind of want to wipe the database and start from scratch. I probably need to update my seed now because now I have skills. And really, let me go to my Supabase app and I really need to create a couple new users. I know this is pretty ridiculous that I'm doing this like this, but we'll just do 3 org users and we'll just say 3 regular users too. Damn it. Okay. Boom. Now I'm going to update my seed here with those new user IDs because I have no clue who the other ones are. I know who a couple of them are, but so now I have 3 regular users, and then I'll have 3 org users. And really, regular users can become org users too by just creating an organization. But for the purposes of seeding, we're going to have the org users create jobs. And then okay, so we're creating 5 jobs, creating a user. I also have to create profiles for all of these users too. So I guess first, okay, so now I have nothing here. Prisma profile create, ID and first name and last name. Um, okay, we're creating skills, which is good. And then they're all applying to random jobs. Each of them are applying for 5 jobs. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. All right, let's check this out. Of course you can't. Oh, whoops. This is supposed to be So we have 3 organizations that are creating a max of 15 jobs. So max could be 14 here for this, I think. Oh, and I didn't clear my database out after I did that. So let me do that. There we go. All right. Now we should have some data at our disposal here. We have some jobs set up. We also have some users. So let's first log in with an org user. I may want to run my application first, right? Was it org one? Don't tell me I already forgot my own emails. Org one. Okay, so now if I go over to employer view, I look at my job postings. Here's all the job postings that I have for this organization. As well as we have some applicants. Since we have less applicants now, they're all not going to have applications, but this one has 2. And actually I need to reset that piece actually, because I actually want all the jobs to be open. Is it job status? God, I hate I'm not using TypeScript back here. Status. My ID is going to stay the same. My session is going to remain up. Hitsy, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Sorry, I just now saw it. Okay, so all these jobs are now open. We can view applications, and this is where things are going to break. And that's because we're not currently checking to see where... so we want to look at this. Actually, we want to look at the application ID. So when we're looking at an application, there's not always going to be answers. Question answers. So I can run a check here and say if data.application dot custom answers. dot length is less than 1. Actually, if it's greater than 0, we'll show this. Otherwise, we're not going to show this at all. I think that's what I'm looking for. Question answers, sorry. Okay, so now on this page, I'm just gonna get the resume. The skills are niches. They have a doctorate of computer science from Wesley Chapel University. So I also want to eventually add the ability to like deny a candidate. I also want to give candidates the ability to withdraw their applications. So here's my 2 candidates that I have for this specific job posting. And again, a couple of them are going to be the same because we only have 3 users, but we can view each application here. If there was questions created for this job, which we can actually create a new one. Full-time, salary, and in the office you go. Continue. Okay, that should not have redirected me to this page. Employers, jobs, post. Let's just see what's going on here. So it looks like I'm creating the job, but I'm not actually doing anything after I post it, which is a concern, right? So I probably should be throwing a redirect. I guess down here, I will throw an error, a generic error. So basically, because this won't throw, actually it will throw. This will throw. So yeah, that'll throw 100%. So I don't need to do that there. I can just throw this redirect here and say slash employer slash job ID. But on the actual page itself, once they click on continue, I want to pop up a modal that asks them if they want to add custom questions. Or do I just take them to that page and then they can skip? Maybe I take them to that page and they can choose to skip. What do I want to do? Do I want to skip or do I want to... It's very nice. I almost forgot it was there for a second. But I can't actually, I guess I would have to. Can I slot this? Okay, what's on the agenda for today? We're full steam ahead on the job board. Chris, what I was trying to do, what I was wanting to do with the modal was just have like a form wrapping a button and then another button to cancel. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I'll give you a little tour in a second. Yeah, I want a form entry. So basically, when they create a new job, yada, 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 they go through continue. When they click on this button, I wanted to pop up a modal that pretty much says, would you like to add questions? Would you like to add custom questions? Or, application specific questions, something like that. They can either say yes or maybe later. Maybe later will actually be a form wrapping a button. It'll just create this job posting, redirect them to the job page. And then yes will then redirect them to the questions page, right? But if I'm going to do that in one place, I'm just trying to think about what the best way to do this so I don't have to like create 500 components. If I just want to put like a very simple button. Oh, Chris, there's two Chris's. Oh, wow. Chris, more. I apologize. I forgot the Skeleton Labs. So the creator of Skeleton Labs his name's also Chris. So I was rambling to him right there. You're like, all right. That's funny. Does that make sense, Mr. Skeleton? Chris Skeleton? And I was just thinking, like, what is the most practical way I can do this without, like, over complicating everything? I guess it could. Maybe it's just me being kind of a... I sure can. Why is this Christmas colored? Okay, so form here, right? And a button. When they click on this button, I want to take them to a modal with like just 2 buttons. This ain't just me being, this might be a shitty user experience, but I'm just thinking here how I would do this if I wanted to. So now I'm already down the rabbit hole. Now I just need to know. So yes, maybe later. So I guess either of these buttons, when either of these buttons are clicked, I want to create the, this needs to be wrapped in like a form tag. And I'll just have like some type of property here. Both of them are going to create the job posting. So it's a form. Both of them are going to hit the action. One of them will redirect them to the one will then redirect them. But again, that's all the logic behind the scenes. But yeah, I basically just want to have a form. This could really be one form tag. Yeah, I saw that, but I'd have to issue like a fetch request to my action, right? I'll honestly probably just send them to the next page. Yeah, so I guess wait. Oh, I have another one here. Okay. So I guess I'll do add custom questions. Yeah. Got it, Chris. Got it. Yeah, I saw that because I saw the response. Where was it? The confirm modal up here. So I can just do whatever I want with this. I'd have to issue like the fetch request there. Yeah, Chris. I might just put maybe I'll put optional. Add custom questions optional, and then they can just click finish. Got it, Chris. Awesome. Okay. I think it's a good component. Confirm cancel is that's used pretty often. So I feel like that's mostly what you're going to see. And then if you wanted something custom, you could just add your own custom component for that one off or whatever. But unless it's easy to add something like that. But yeah, no worries. I'm just going to send them here and then take Chris Moore's suggestion and just say wherever the hell that is. then finish. Okay, so I definitely have to fix that. Oh, I guess I did do this. Wow, okay. Very well. I need to check here. If questions.length is greater than 0. Otherwise, what I want to do is I just want to throw a redirect back to the job page. Yes, sir. There we go. Okay. Because I'm gonna have a question by default here. I'm curious if I even need this here. Oh, that's gross looking. Why does that look so nasty? It's the it's the animations I have on this thing. You're doing weird JavaScript things? I know, what the hell is wrong with me? Oh yeah, you're right. So it's a little bit glitchy. Wait, so I can't have no questions here. So I'm curious, this is probably gonna break something. I feel like we tried this before. And then for this button, I can say questions dot length is greater than 0. Whoops. I'm going to say add another question or add a question. Leo, welcome to the stream. For the animation, try in or out slide local. Do I just do, you want me to take this away? Or do you mean to do this? Add it to this with my, like this? Yeah, I'm not too super familiar with svelte animations. I don't think you can do that, Luminox. Is it? With a string? I don't know why that didn't work then for me. Okay, so why is my finish button not... Did I break my transitions? $11 years ago. Yeah. That's weird though. Oh, okay. I see now. Nice. So it won't actually use the animation there. That'll definitely help. Thank you. I should probably do that here as well. Do I need to import this or no? Is it just fine to do that? Oh yeah, right. I watched that recently. That's relatively new, right? Just came out. Oh, right here I'm checking if questions.title. Okay, so this is where I can check if questions.length is greater than 0. And then that should... Okay, cool. But now once I have this, it's a temporary band-aid, all right? Uh-oh. Do I need to wrap these? I shouldn't have to do that, right? It doesn't. Okay. If questions.length is greater than 0. Oh, whoops. Not equal to this. So when I add a new question. Oh, whoops. I know I did wrong. It's questions dot question. There should be, because I'm checking right here. If the length is greater than 0, or, which means it would pass. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, I need to do and. There we go. Those conditions don't sound right. They probably don't, to be honest. I kind of, put this together about a week ago. But basically what's going to happen is when a user attempts to add a question here, this questions array gets an item, just a filler item, right? Just generate that. And that's how we're able to generate the options. And then as they go through and update them, again, there's probably a better way I could have done this. All right, but I tried fixing it, spent like an hour and a half and got pissed and reverted all my changes. So now this will be here. So there'll be a question in the first index, index 0, with an empty title. All right, because if they have a title here, they put anything here. They can submit the question, which should have invalidated data. Yeah, the or was the yeah. I was just kind of confusing myself there. Okay, so this should not be a thing. So I definitely have to validate those questions, and I thought I was doing so already. But I definitely need to have at least an answer, right? Okay. So multiple choice question schema. Options. Answer option schema. So this should have failed validation, I think. So it's an array of objects. That's what I'm posting to the server. It's just JSON. Each object should have an ID, which again gets generated within this add question. And again, this is being stored in the database as a column under the job posting as custom questions. So this really just needs to be unique within that job posting to not cause issues. But and then so it should be an object. It's gonna have an ID. It's also gonna have a question, which is a union type of either multiple choice or custom response schema. I know why. Because custom response schema doesn't have a okay, so I'm being silly. So let's see here. So really, I should make it an array of okay, this looks right, but yep, this looks right to me. Hey, Chris, take care as well. Take care. Yeah, this looks right to me. And then we'll have another one of these, which will be the and this is just gonna have the title, and it'll also have a type. And this way, it's gonna be able to tell if which one of these it is. This can go away. I just duplicated this. I guess I did that on accident. And then this is actually going to be an array of union. And what we can do here, we can pass in multiple choice question schema and custom response schema. I thought. Oh, whoops. This needs to be an array. Sorry. Good morning, L Channel. Tahu Bird. I don't know if I said welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome. Okay, so I think now this is going to be okay. That should also obviously delete that, but it's okay. Okay, so that still worked. Why did you choose felt? I don't know. I tried it out. I've tried out most of the frameworks, at least the ones from like the most popular ones. I've tried out React, Next.js, Vue, and I just like this one the most. Made the most sense to me. Yeah, and it's fun to work with. They don't overcomplicate things that don't need to be overcomplicated. Okay. I need to look at the union type to make sure that I'm not hallucinating here. Okay, so it's options that are the problem. Yeah, the therapy builds are definitely nice. I have it. I'm logged into it over here on this browser. Oh, great. I don't remember what I signed up with. Whatever. Inspect element. Yeah, it looks like Markdown to me. At least the code blocks and stuff when it's rendering out the stuff. Okay, so my schema's jacked up here. Which is interesting because oh, Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, I think that this will now probably catch. It did not. Oh, I know why. I know why. Wait. There we go. Oh my gosh, 10:45. Whoops. I gotta go, everybody. I've been over here. I told my lady we'd be watching at 10:30, so I'm gonna be in big trouble when I get downstairs. Thanks to you all distracting me with your chat GPT stuff, okay? It definitely wasn't me trying to fix my schema. I have to blame somebody else, all right? So, unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to take the hit for this, so. I'm kidding. She won't kill me, but I like to keep my word. So I'm gonna head off, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody for hanging out tonight. Let me actually make a commit here. Fixing the custom question validation. Dave Ben, welcome to the stream. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. All the code is linked in the description below. I think you can also type in !repo. And maybe I lied. Maybe you can't do that. But you should be. But on my YouTube channel, the repo is there if you want to check out the code. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow.